Well, we're moving into Acts chapter 2 that opens with these memorable words. When the day of Pentecost came, they were all together in one place, and suddenly there came the sound of a mighty rushing wind. And this is the fulfillment of the promise from the Old Testament, and also the promise of Jesus Christ and the coming of the Holy Spirit in power. But before we get on to what happened, I want to think just briefly about when it happened. These words of Luke, when the day of Pentecost came. This was a day that came every year. Pentecost was a Jewish festival, and it came every year when the day of Pentecost came. And here we are, AD 29, and when the day of Pentecost came, God chose this day to fulfill his promise. But what was Pentecost? It was a Jewish festival that celebrated the spring harvest, and it was 50 days after the Passover. 50 days, interestingly. 7 sevens plus 1, 49 plus 1, 50 days. 7 sevens, 49, would have been a Sabbath day, a Saturday. But God chose to send the Holy Spirit the day after, on the Sunday. And I just want to notice and focus on that. How the New Testament, God chose to bless a new Sabbath. The Sunday, the Old Testament Sabbath, the giving of the law, all these things was a Saturday. The New Testament Sabbath, the Christian Sabbath, is a Sunday. And see what happened on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday, actually, the first day of the week, when God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The coming of light was on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday when Jesus Christ rose from the dead physically, a confirmation of his wonderful work to redeem us, to ransom us from sin and death and hell. Having lived and died, he rose again on the Sunday. And now that empowering of Christians and the empowering of the local church, the glorifying of Christ in the work of the Holy Spirit, it was on the day of Pentecost. It was on a Sunday. Oh, how blessed Sundays are. And in these gospel days, every time we gather on a Sunday, let's remember what a glorious day it is. Let there be light, Christ risen from the dead, the coming of the Holy Spirit. How many of you were converted on a Sunday as the gospel was preached about the resurrection of Christ? Light came to your soul in the power of the Holy Spirit. Oh, may Sunday always be a delight to you and to me.